Well, NAB obviously a broadcast and media event. We're focusing a lot on direct-to-home. 4K demonstrations are going on. We have virtual reality over satellite demonstrations together with SES. We are also showing how you can combine direct-to-home with broadband access as that type of application is getting worldwide attraction. We see a lot of momentum for ingesting media content over satellite towards the cloud, for instance, either directly to news affiliates and programmers, or in the cloud through satellite. SNG vans, news vans, are using this type of technology, as well as outdoor broadcast vehicles for larger events. We see the uptake of more advanced standards in the satellite industry, like DVB-S2X, as you know, and some proprietary dynamic SCPC standards for contribution. We're also demonstrating some forms of disaster recovery or business continuity in the media environment, as well as how you can combine the satellite methods with cellular bonding and microwave connections and those type of things. Absolutely. We see HTS as a driver for the window of opportunity of satellite, of course, making it relevant, keeping it relevant in our industry, opening up some opportunity for applications that are driven by consumer behavior. We talked about, in the past, we talked about in-flight connectivity and mobility. We combine these applications in a multi-service environment. The high-throughput satellites allow us to bring all kinds of applications under the footprint of the satellite. So also media applications and news vans and so on. Combining that with access to cellular backhauling, combining that with maritime, oil and gas mobility, broadband access, of course, enterprise as well as consumers. So HTS gives us the opportunity to be more performant, be cost effective, create this window of opportunity for satellite and do it in a multi-service environment. Not dedicated to a single purpose, but nicely filling in the gaps that satellite can handle. Well, as in the past, we saw HTS satellites being launched by a very select number of either vertically integrated entities or satellite operators. And when I look at the ecosystem of the maybe 30 satellite operators that are active, or the larger ones, I see HTS plans on all of their roadmaps. So providing ground segment infrastructure for those, as well as for our customers, of course, will always be service providers for managed services. This is a very big part of our future. And it's just a movement towards an evolutionary path in this time in satellite. We see evolutions on HTS going to the next generation, with even more higher throughput and some more disruptive technology on board before we move on to maybe the era of LEOs and so on. Yeah. Well, as you know, we are quite a technology company, and we're always on the forefront of innovation. So any type of disruption in the industry gives us an opportunity to exploit that disruption, to find out why the disruptive innovation has an economic value, and what we try to do is enable that economic value, make sure that the ground segment infrastructure is not the weakest link of that innovation. And that has been our reason to exist for a very long time. So for Newtec, I think these are good evolutions. Then again, we have to accept the fact that the window of opportunity is moving towards other applications, so you have to continuously be on the top of your toes and find out what type of role satellite plays in the broader telecommunication and media market. 10 years ago, we were doing some consumer broadband, of course, in rural areas. We were doing broadcast, direct-to-home links, and we're doing big trunks, and those trunks have disappeared with fiber coming into most of the countries. However, the speeds that we were doing there that were considered trunking business, big pipes replaced now by fiber gateways, they are now the speeds that we expect on a boat, on a plane, for a cellular tower, for LTE connections. So the applications have moved, and the technology that we use today for that is denser, more scalable, more performant. We never thought that we would not be ready to be an hour without internet access 10 years ago. So these applications are driven by consumer behavior, of course. Is it predictable? Yeah, maybe. Maybe we couldn't have imagined it to be so relevant or so close, but it was kind of predictable that we would need ubiquitous access and to be connected at any time and everywhere. Yeah.